what makes me want to just go get a truck? What makes me want to become an owner operator? Number one is the checks. So it's your boy KB, and I'm back with another video. Hey, look, so a big question that I get a lot of the times is like, I've been getting this question all day, whether it's been family or just people in my comment section on YouTube. So what makes me want to just go get a truck? What makes me want to become an owner operator? So I'm not gonna make this video too long. What I am gonna do is start off by saying this. Number one is the checks. Working as a company driver, your checks are capped. It's like you get to a certain point in your career, it's the furthest you're gonna go. No company is really gonna pay you what you feel like you can make or what you know that you're worth. So it's just like pretty much any other career. You go, you start, and just like, for example, if you was gonna go be a cook, you know what I'm saying? Maybe you was working at a restaurant, they hired you in ground level position as a cook, and eventually you're gonna want to progress. Maybe you want to be the head chef or the executive, or you know what I'm saying, you gonna want to progress no matter what position you get into. So with trucking is one of those things to where the only way to progress in trucking is to become an owner operator. Like, let's just speak facts. There's no other way to progress in trucking. It's like, once you get your experience, you get on the road, you drive company for a year or 2 years or 3 years, or in my instance, I drove for 6 years before I jumped out there and went and got my own equipment. But the big answer to this question is, I was ready to progress. I was ready to go to the next step, ready to do my own thing. And of course, ready to make more money, ready to make the money that I feel like I'm worth. I work hard, so most, if not all, truck drivers work hard. You know what I'm saying? We out there 13 hours, 14 hours. For my local drivers, I can definitely speak from a local standpoint because I've been local for the last 4 years. So from a local standpoint, we out there for 14 hours, 15 hours. I used to work a job called Lucky Dog. I used to haul trash. I used to be out, I used to go in at 3 o'clock in the morning and get off sometimes at 4 o'clock in the evening. The most I was bringing home was $900 take home. That was 4 years ago when I was there. So $900 then and $900 now is two different $900. So the main reason for me going out and doing my own thing and getting my own truck is to progress in my career. That's the best way for me to answer that question. But I'm gonna go a step further, and I'm gonna show y'all my last 2 pay stubs. A lot of people just custom to thinking that truck drivers make a lot of money. And even as drivers, like, I can speak for myself. Me being younger, I always thought truck drivers made a lot of money. For some reason, I always thought truck drivers made this buku money. Everybody just tell you, you see them trucks on the highway, those guys, they make a lot of money. They got a bed in the back of the truck, and they got houses, they got all the cars. You always just hear that, especially me, I always heard that truck drivers made a lot of money. So I instantly knew I wanted to be a truck driver because I always was under the impression that truck drivers made a lot of money. So that probably could explain why I got my CDL at 18. So that answers that question, because I have a few people asking me, well, maybe get my CDL at 18. Kind of told that makes a lot of money. And since a youngin', I wanted to make a lot of money. But we're gonna get past all that. I wanna get into these. Most truck drivers will already know this. They already know how much we make. But I ain't really gotta talk too much about it. I can just show y'all. But even if you're not a truck driver, or even if you're somebody who wanna get your CDL, you've been contemplating getting your CDL, the purpose for my videos, again, y'all, is to entertain and be as transparent as possible with my journey. Again, y'all, with my journey. So if my journey can help you, if you can take something from my journey, if you can learn something from my journey, or if you're just entertained by my journey, I appreciate you. Thank y'all for all the comments, the love, the follows. I appreciate all of it. I see all of it, and I just wanted to stop and say that. So let me get into these pay stubs. So y'all can see this paycheck is from 9/8. Now mind y'all, this is just a disclaimer. These checks are every 2 weeks. So the job I work at right now, I get paid every 2 weeks. So that in itself took a lot for me to get used to, because most trucking jobs pay every week. But The job I'm on, we get paid every 2 weeks, so it just makes things a little bit harder. But like I said, I've been here 4 years, so it's something that I had to get used to that I didn't really get used to. You know what I mean? So if y'all know, this check is from the 2nd to the 20th. We're gonna skip over all the deductions, but y'all can see the deductions. I had a regular 80 hours, and then I had 2 hours in overtime, so I had 82 hours altogether. The net pay, which is the pay I took home, was $17.21. So at $17.21, that's about $860 a week. A lot of truck drivers probably making more than that. A lot of the truck drivers out here, company drivers, we bringing home $900 to about $1,200, just on average. And there's nothing wrong with that. But at some point, just like any other career, what happens when you want to progress? I feel like I'm at a dead end. I feel like I've been making this same money for the last 4 years. So I'm at a dead end right now. I'm at a dead end, and I'm ready to just break through this wall. Let's get into the second check. The second check is a little worse. Granted, y'all, the second check, I kind of got into going to pick my truck up from Atlanta, so that probably could play a part in this check. But as you can see in this check right here, we're gonna skip all of that. But you can see the deductions. You can see that I worked a regular 71 hours. I used personal time for 8 hours, which gave me a total of 80 hours, because they like to make sure you get your 80. My net pay here was $16.55. Again, y'all, that's for a 2-week period. So you make those kind of checks like that, and I'm not saying anything is wrong with it, but I am saying that for me personally, I was ready to progress, kind of living paycheck to paycheck, because I'm speaking from a 25-year-old, no kids, no wife, and it's hard for me to do it. So that's really all I gotta say. If you jumping in and you want to go get your CDL, just know when you start out, you're gonna make, as a company driver, between a certain bracket of money. That money is good money in the beginning, but eventually the next level in trucking is to get your own equipment. It's really the only other option. Now, hopefully that answers y'all question. Again, y'all, I start with my company. I lease my truck onto my company on the 19th. I will be taking y'all with me, the orientation, the whole journey with me. Again, y'all, the reason for these videos is to inform and entertain. If I was able to do either one of those two for you, do not hesitate to like, comment, and subscribe. I'm KB, or Trucking Transparency, whatever one you want to call me, and I'll catch y'all in the next video.